All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Gonna run through a market breakdown of the whole day today. I do these every single day in the Discord. I'm just doing it on YouTube today. So if you guys want to join, links in the pinned comment. And then we're gonna look at this PM trade that I took. Executions are in the Discord. You can see right here, and here's the PNL. I just took this on one account at the gym. I didn't get anything in the AM, so I just decided to try this and ended up playing out, thankfully. Before we end it, guys, Alpha Futures right now, 20% off. Use code LukeX, and that's available to the end of April. So if you guys want any new accounts, the alpha zeros, the standards, or the advanced accounts, everything is 20% off. So that runs to the end of April. So coming into the day today, I was obviously leaning more bullish. Why? Because we are still at all-time highs. And what I wanted to use was this 1 hour gap. And we had these overlapping 1 hour gaps. I wanted to kind of use them as a condition and to see if it was going to send price higher or if we were going to break through and trade lower, right? Not those ones. I meant this one right here. So market opens up. Let's go to market open. What I had my eyes on was these relative equal highs, or these equal highs. If you use the equal highs and lows indicator, we had these equal highs, and then we made like a triple equal high. Or no, we swept them out right here, but we had like triple equal highs pretty much right here. So I wanted to see those get taken out. So market opens up. Where's market open? Right here. We get this initial move down and we start to kind of chop up. I wanted to take longs here, but I just didn't get an entry I wanted here. And then we end up flushing down. We end up generating more liquidity and we end up dumping through that 930 wick. I can't remember. I think there was a decent opportunity to short, but it was just against my overall bias. And I just wasn't really confident because we did have those relative equal highs above, like I was saying. But we come down, we end up sweeping out the 930 wick and we end up like delivering off this 1 hour gap right here. So at this point, I'm thinking longs, and again, it was just a day where I just couldn't really find an entry. So we're delivering off this 1 hour gap, and I'm waiting at this point for 10 a.m. So you could see 10 a.m. opens and actually puts in it's like an open, low, high close. So 10 a.m. wicks down. I am expecting distribution to the upside to take out these relative equal highs and these equal highs right here. But for me personally, I just kind of missed the entries. We kind of had this move up and then this retrace, and I was kind of just looking for an inversion. I was looking for some clear displacement. We had this 3-minute gap right here, but we kept rejecting it, and it was just kind of throwing me off, and like I just wasn't seeing anything I truly wanted. Then we ended up getting this 5-minute right here. I thought the candle closed, I don't know, it was just personally, I didn't like how big this I wanted to see like a kind of a pullback and a continuation model. I was just being a little bit picky on my entries, but you definitely could have taken this 5-minute close right here, ran your stop here, but I think it would have gotten break even if you were going for the 1-to-1, because your 1-to-1 would have been here, and then you would have gone break even at those equal highs, and then yeah, you would have definitely got break even on that. So didn't really miss much on that. From there, we just poke above those equal highs. We do get this retrace back down, but at this point, I just like, I'm not seeing anything I like here, to be honest. Like, we do get this strong displacement candle right here, but we're not really delivering off anything now. We are delivering technically off that 1 hour gap, but we're kind of just in the middle of nowhere. Price just chops up. I'm not seeing anything I like here. We run right through that 5-minute gap. We run right through those equal highs. But from there, I literally just don't see anything like at all. Like if you look back at this, obviously there's going to always be opportunities. Like for example, if you did get in pretty much anywhere here and you longed and you held to those relative equal highs, you would have hit take profit. But personally for me, I just wasn't seeing the entries I liked, especially on a Friday. I do like to be a little bit more picky. From there, we do sweep out those highs. You could have maybe caught a move down. Personally, I wasn't a fan of it right there. I didn't really see anything. Again, we're just kind of stuck in this range. And then we break out around 11 a.m. I'm still in the charts at this point. I don't see anything. So I get off and I go to the gym. But I see we have this unfilled 1 hour right here. And obviously we're at all-time highs. It's, we shouldn't be banking on all this low resistance liquidity to get run. But I'm figuring I can catch some type of move down. Out of nowhere, we get this huge push to the upside. So I was kind of watching ES. I wanted to see ES kind of sweep this high, get an SMT, and then maybe look for shorts. But once I finally seen the volume kicking in, I just figured, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see if I could just target these lows down here. I wanted these lows, but after we started to reject is when I got out. So what I seen basically was price was rejecting off of this massive wick right here. I think we're rejecting off CE. Was it C? No, I don't think so. But regardless, we were rejecting off of this wick. If you pull from here to here, we're around the midpoint, or if you use the fib, you could see that we're technically around like that OTE equilibrium, midpoint of this wick. And personally, I was like, if we get displacement down, I'm going to look for a really quick break even, and I'm just going to try to hold down to these lows because I figure we're probably going to get some type of flush. There's always some type of run of liquidity around this time. Like, I'm just figuring if the volume and the momentum kicks in, I've seen this enough times, I'm going to try this out. And again, it's low risk. I ran this with like 2 minis. My stop was like, I think 13 points. So I think it was just under a $500. Yeah, it was like 500 or 520 bucks. Ran this on one account too, and I was just like, I'm gonna try this out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It doesn't really matter. So again, we're rejecting off kind of the OTE midpoint of this wick, and I see this low resistance liquidity. I can go for a quick break even, and I'm just like, why not? The volume's kicking in. I'm gonna give this a shot. So we get this strong displacement candle down at 321. I think we inversed a 1 minute gap. We inversed this 1 minute gap right here. I'm not really like concerned about that, but we do get this 1 minute inversion. We stall here, and then as soon as this candle just displaces down, I immediately go break even because I'm figuring at this point, if we're gonna flush like I'm expecting it to flush, because what you'll see a lot of times, you'll have an aggressive move to the upside with no retraces, and then an aggressive correction back down. Like, you'll see that a lot. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the flush. So as soon as this candle closes bearish, I'm like, okay, it should flush, and if it doesn't flush, then my idea is wrong, and we're probably going to, have a retrace and then just continue higher. Because if you actually look back a lot, you'll see that a lot of times where there's a move with a strong push up and no retrace. I'll have to find some examples, but you'll see that a lot of times. You'll see a sharp move down and then a sharp move back to the upside. Like here, you get a sharp move up, sharp move down, sharp move up, move down. Like you get what I'm saying? So I see this sharp move to the upside. I'm expecting potentially a flush. We're also, like I said, rejecting kind of off this OTE of this wick. And yeah, volume kicks in. We get this 1 minute inversion with a strong bearish close. I'm expecting potentially some type of flush. I go break even. I also see us tap into I think it was a 3 minute gap right here. We get a nice 1 minute bearish close. I'm expecting the flush, so I go break even right away. And all I wanted these lows right here, but I ended up manually closing. I have the recording from when I was at the gym. I'll post it later. But basically, I ended up getting exited around 409. So total trade was about 2.33R, 30 points. And that was literally it. Again, I was targeting here, which would have been about, just under 40 points. So I did miss out on a little bit, but it saved me from a break even. So that's it for me, guys. Again, I was not a fan of price action today at all. Personally, I just did not like how it was moving. I had a bullish bias going in. I just wasn't getting the entries. But if you did get something off this 1 hour gap and targeted those equal highs, that would be your best bet. I just personally wasn't seeing anything I wanted. I mean, looking back, maybe hold on, let me see this really quick. Maybe this 2 minute right here was at the highest time frame. Not technically, but maybe you take this 2 minute, you run your stop here, and then you target up. Yeah, this might have actually worked. But personally, I don't know. I just wasn't liking it. Again, I was waiting for that 10 a.m. manipulation down. We did get it, and then I just didn't get the entry I wanted. The 5 minute regardless would have been break even. So it is what it is. Nothing in the AM, but we do secure something in the PM. But anyway, a green week anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this one, again, we're delivering off kind of that OTE of this wick. We get displacement down, going for a quick break even and want to see price flush. I mean, ideally, if you weren't at all-time highs, I would be trying to target all of this. But it's just generating more liquidity for the future. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. We'll be back at it on Monday. I got videos this weekend, tomorrow, and weekly outlook on Sunday. So that's it for me. Stay tuned for the next videos. Keep your notifs on. Again, Alpha Futures 20% off, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.